Today, I'm going to show you that securing rent-to-rent deals is a lot easier than expected. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 4 ways that you can secure rent-to-rent deals in rapid time. Now, number 1, you need to make contact with landlords and estate agents. Those are the people with the deals. Without contacting these, you're never going to get deals. So you've got to get involved with them, you've got to get to know them, you've got to get on their radar. Otherwise, how are they going to know that you ever exist, and how are they going to know that you actually want rent-to-rent deals? You've got to get in their headspace and you've got to get in their mind so they know you, recognise you, and you become known for the guy to go to if you want rent-to-rent property deals. Now, agents, landlords, there are literally thousands of them. They are everywhere. They're all over social media. They're advertising the properties on Rightmove. They're advertising on Zoopla. And there are countless other websites that their properties are being advertised on as well. But you have got to make contact with them in order to secure rent-to-rent deals. Now, you need to be making calls. You've literally got to be chasing leads. You've got to be following up. You've got to be booking viewings, because leads lead to deals. So you need to be doing about 10 viewings per week. Now, yes, this might seem like a lot, but if you want to grow a successful rent-to-rent business and you are serious about doing rent-to-rent, you need to be putting in the work. You've got to be doing viewings. You've got to be assessing deals as much as possible. Now, you're not going to have to do this for long. Don't worry, you're not going to be assessing deals and going out viewing rent-to-rent deals every single week, because once you've got a couple of deals secured and you've got a positive monthly cash flow rolling in, you can calm it all down and start reaping the rewards of your new rent-to-rent business. Now, you're going to have to kiss a lot of frogs in order to find a good property and to find something suitable. Now, don't be disheartened if you go and view a lot of properties and you don't get along with the landlord. Rent-to-rent is all about building relationships. The more people you go and see, the more properties you go and view, the more connections you're going to make with landlords. Some properties are not going to be for you, and some landlords are not going to want to work with you. Now, don't take this personal. Just go on to the next viewing, keep your chin up and keep marching forward. Now, you need to feel comfortable with the people you're going to be working for, and vice versa. Not every landlord is literally going to want to work with you. So you also need to find a good area. You don't want to be traveling up and down the country looking at rent-to-rent deals. You need to find a patch that suits you. And when you go and view properties, you need to treat this as an exercise in relationship building. And remember that rent-to-rent is all about building relationships up with estate agents and with the vendor of the property. Now, the better connections you make, the better deals you're going to make. It is that simple. Also, super important, remember, even if the property isn't suitable for you, or it's overpriced, or you're not that keen on it, make sure that you put offers in on every property that you go and view. Yes, you don't need to offer the full asking price. Just put in a cheeky little offer and explain yourself to the landlord or the vendor why you are putting in a lower offer. Then you are not wasting anybody's time. If you've gone out to view a property and you've took an hour of the agent's time up, if you've made an offer on that property, it's better than just walking away from it and not offering nothing at all. Remember, you are not going to make any deals if you are not putting offers in. So be sure to offer on every property that you view. Now, we've all been on property viewings and people put in stupid offers. It is just normal. This happens all the time in properties. Don't go stupidly low that it offends the agent or the landlord. Just put in a figure that would work for you. Now, if something's cheap enough, you can always make it work. If you get a deal for the right price, it is going to work whether or not the property is no good, whether or not you don't really get on with the landlord. If you can get that deal secured at the right price, you can always make that deal work. So remember, it's very important to make offers on every property that you view, so that agent doesn't think that you're wasting your time, but make sure you tell them the reason behind you putting in a cheeky offer. And you never know, it could only be you offering on that property. They might not have had any offers on that property. Now, if the deal doesn't work for you, it sure could work for somebody else, and you could simply sell the deal to another investor and make a nice little tidy profit. So don't just walk away from deals. Make sure you put in a nice little offer what would suit you or another investor. It might not be the full asking price of the property, but make sure you put the offer in anyway. It shows that you're serious and you're not wasting any of your time or the agent's time. Now, we've all been on properties and you've seen a property you didn't like and you've probably walked away from the deal, but make sure you're putting in offers on them properties, because them properties could turn into hidden little gold mines. If you're walking away from the property, most likely everybody else is walking away from the property. It could be neglected, could be run down, and this is where you could make some serious profit. Now, if something's cheap enough, don't forget you can always make it work, or another investor could. Like I say, you could just sell it on to them for a fee. And remember, the key to securing deals is in the follow-up. You'd be very surprised on how many property deals fall through after a month or 2 months down the line. So make sure that you are following up on all of the leads that you missed out on. If an agent says no, if the offer gets rejected, make sure you are chasing up your leads. This is where the real property deals lie. Now, you might not get the deal on the day, but you follow that lead up and you'll find a motivated seller or landlord who needs to offload that property quicker than they did when you first met them, and you'll be able to secure many deals like this. So even if your first offer didn't get accepted, be sure to chase up the second deal. Remember to stay strong, never give up, and follow up on all of your leads. You need to stay strong, stay relentless, keep your confidence, and keep smiling. First, second, third deal, you'll find them sitting on your table before you know it. Now, the longer a landlord has a property lying empty, the more motivated they're going to become to want to offload that property and be more open-minded to the rent-to-rent suggestion, what they might not have been so comfortable with in the first place. Now, the same can be said if you are purchasing property as well. Always follow these same rules, and this will see you securing property at a better price. Remember, the key to unlocking these deals is in the follow-up. Firstly, express your interest, offer a figure that works for you, then call them back a month down the line, and you'd be surprised the number of times an agent has called me back before I've had the chance to even call them after a month, asking if the deal is still on the table. Now, this is your golden ticket to motivated sellers and deals. Now, activity creates opportunity. The more active you are at squeezing that pipeline, the more successful you will become, and all them countless hours of assessing and viewing properties will all become worthwhile. I hope this helps, guys, and if you need any more handy hints and tips, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when I drop videos and you can watch some more content. So please like my page, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys.